Nalanda is an ancient center of higher learning in Bihar, India from 427 to 1197. It was devoted to Buddhist studies, but it also trained students in fine arts, medicine, mathematics, astronomy, politics, and the art of war. Structure and history. The center had 8 separate compounds, 10 temples, meditation halls, classrooms, lakes, and parks. It had a 9-story library where monks meticulously copied books and documents so that individual scholars could have their own collections. It had dormitories for students, perhaps a first for an educational institution, housing 10,000 students in the university's heyday and providing accommodations for 2,000 professors. Nalanda University accepted students of reaching nationalities, including from neighboring regions such as Korea, Japan, China, Indonesia, and even farther countries like Iran, Greece, Mongolia. The Center of Learning provided a mixture of courses in medicine, arts, philosophies, and religious studies. The list included specialties in literature, astrology, psychology, law, astronomy, history, mathematics, economics, and medical science. Legend has it that Nalanda University land was purchased for 10 kodis, old currency form, of gold pieces by 500 merchants. They gifted the land to Lord Buddha, who preached under a Avarakambhavana, mango grove of Pavarika, for several years. Another scholar writes that the university was founded by Kumaragupta, one of the Gupta dynasty, 415 to 455 CE. The succeeding Gupta emperors promptly invested in the religious and epistemic growth of the university. The monks and students of the university survived on the generosity and grace of their contemporary rulers. Between 606 to 647 CE, Nalanda owned 200 villages nearby with the grace of many generations of Pala kings. The land allotted to the Indian monasteries attracted the Turk invasions in the next centuries. The selection process at the university. The institution had academic standards that were greater than those of current any other university. The value of knowledge was not based on its commercial utility. While non-Buddhist students studied to understand the unknown, Buddhist students yearned to achieve nirvana, salvation, through their studies. Each attendee was expected to be attached by the hip to their gurus, teachers, for 8 years and more. The bond between a teacher and their pupil was sacred. The pupils were servants following a noble pursuit, and Buddha himself compared the dedication level of the teacher to the love a father has for his son. The challenging entrance exams of Nalanda were administered by Dwarakaryas, learned pundits, various gatekeepers, and finally, through a separate board of teachers specially assigned to handle the admission process, much like the most gridded and difficult to crack UPSC or any other exam that haunts today's young generation. According to Chinese scholar Xuanzang, 602 to 644 AD, prospective students had to complete a number of activities before being admitted. They had to be knowledgeable about Buddhist and Hindu scriptures that are both religious and philosophical. Discussions, dialogues, and tutorials were all essential components of the instructional strategies. The final exams were administered using cutting-edge techniques. The students had to engage in discussions and arguments with the gatekeepers, and their grades were determined by how satisfied the examiner was with their evaluation. Religious diversity and artistic monasteries and temples. Each monastery and temple of Nalanda University was assigned diverse objectives and had ranging religious ties, including Buddhism and Hinduism. They were constructed with towers, panels, and votive stupas. The beautiful art on the towers, showing figures of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and characters from Jataka tales, can be dated back to the Gupta dynasty. Hindu gods and goddesses were depicted in themes on the panels of another temple. In the 3rd century, Ashoka, the propagator of Buddhism in India, constructed a stupa to honor Lord Buddha's second discipline, Sariputta, the native of Nalanda. An emperor from the Gupta dynasty ordered the construction of a 6-level pavilion and the installation of a 24-meter-high copper Buddha. The 12th descendant of the Guptas, Narasimha Gupta Baladidya, 470 to 535 AD, erected a 91-meter vihara around the statue of Buddha. In the 7th century, Emperor Harshavardhana of Kannauj built a brass monastery inside the area. Fall of the Nalanda University. Nalanda University was reportedly destroyed 3 times by invaders but only twice reconstructed. The first destruction was caused by the Huns under Mihirakula during the reign of Skandagupta, 455 to 467 AD. However, Skanda's successors improved the library by adding a larger structure. The second destruction came in the early 7th century by the Gaudas. This time, the Buddhist king Harshavardhana, 606 to 648 AD, restored the university. The third and most destructive attack came when the ancient Nalanda University was destroyed by the Muslim army led by the Turkish leader Bakhtiyar Khilji in 1193. It is reported that Bakhtiyar Khilji became ill and the medical staff at his court was unable to heal him. Then someone suggested that he seek treatment from Nalanda University principal Rahul Sri Bhadra. Bakhtiyar Khilji was too proud of his Islamic heritage to accept medical care from someone who did not share his faith. But when his condition deteriorated, he was forced to invite Rahul Sri Bhadra from Nalanda University since he had no other choice. But Bakhtiyar Khilji put a condition and asked Rahul Sri Bhadra to cure him without any medicines. Rahul Sri Bhadra then asked Khilji to read some pages from the Quran as a remedy to his illness, and to everyone's surprise Khilji was cured. Disturbed by the fact that an Indian scholar and teacher knew more than the doctors of his court, Khilji decided to destroy the roots of knowledge, Buddhism, and Ayurveda, from the country. He set fire to Nalanda's great library and burned nearly 9 million manuscripts. The library was so vast and strong that it took 3 months to destroy it completely. This Turkish invader also murdered monks and scholars at the university. Post-destruction of the university. After the destruction of Nalanda University, the site lay in ruins for centuries. The destruction of the university marked the end of an era of Buddhist scholarship and intellectualism in India. In the 19th century, the British colonial government began excavations at the site, which revealed the remains of the university's buildings, libraries, and other structures. Today, the ruins of Nalanda are a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a popular destination for tourists and scholars. The Government of India has established Nalanda University as a modern institution of higher learning, dedicated to continuing the tradition of interdisciplinary education and research that characterized the original university. Nalanda University stands as a testament to the intellectual and cultural achievements of ancient India. The university was a center of learning and innovation, attracting scholars and students from all over the world. Its legacy lives on today through the spread of Buddhism and the preservation of its ruins as a symbol of India's rich cultural heritage. The destruction of Nalanda University was a tragic event, but its story is a reminder of the importance of preserving our cultural heritage and the power of education to transform societies.